What we're going to talk about tonight is people talk about how cool it is to be a host and you just put a property on Airbnb or Vrbo and boom, you're going to get all these bookings. So we're going to talk about things that actually affect your ROI. What are the real numbers with short-term rentals? So in 3.5 years, we've grossed over 1.5 million in bookings. So we're on Airbnb, Vrbo, Copa, and then a lot of our guests now book directly with us. We have over 1,900 reviews, and our average is 4.8 out of 5 stars. So January last year was going to be a banner year for us here in Indianapolis. Our plan was to gross over $800,000 just in 2020 on reservations, and then we had COVID-19. So it's actually turned out to be a really good thing in the short-term rental market. And I'm going to tell you why, because we've had a lot of people that now will only stay in short-term rentals. So we have a lot of advantages over hotels. I've always done virtual check-in and virtual checkouts. I use a lot of technology and automation. With as many properties as we have to. We've always been no contact, so you can really build a rapport with folks just in messaging through the various platforms. So because everybody can work, or most people can work remotely now, and the kids are going to school remote, they can go visit grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, and friends for, instead of just a long weekend, for weeks at a time. So our overnight stays have increased as well. A big thing that's happened is that guest expectations are even higher. You live and die on reviews in the short-term rental industry. So knowing your guests, knowing the type of people that you want to attract. And you can see that the largest guest percentage is the high income. So over 54% of guests are high income earners. So what that tells us is the nicer properties is what people are going to stay in. So you always want the upgrades. If you're rehabbing, if you're buying a property, you want to push as much as you can for the nicer upgrades. There's a huge difference in rehabbing for a traditional rental versus a short-term rental. So let's talk about laws and regulations. This is really huge, and it's very dependent on municipalities, townships, cities. Some of them can have very specific rules and regulations. Some of them you have to have a permit. You might have to have special licensing, zoning, and neighborhood notification. So it's good neighbor relations, and you want to keep short-term rentals legal. Google is our friend for this. So if you're looking at an investment property that you want to do short-term rentals, always look for, okay, what are the laws and regulations? What's the additional monies required, so that you can include that whenever you're running your numbers. Another huge thing is taxes. So, in Kansas, you can see that you have state tax, local tax, then you have a transit guest tax and a local guest tax. So taxes are another big thing. Avarla, it's at the bottom here, their website, they will set up all of the taxes for you. So there's a fee for that, so neighborhoods are huge for short-term rentals. So we're only in A and actually B+ neighborhoods. And the reason is because of those reviews. They're so important. So obviously, great character, popular. You want places that are close to restaurants, shopping, and then easy commuting, and certainly low crime rates. All really, really important. So what's the best return on investment as far as size-wise? So bedroom to bathroom ratio. Anytime you get above 2 bedrooms, you want to have at least 2 full bathrooms. So if you think about it, if you have a 3-bedroom house, if you have 6 people in there, you don't want to be sharing 1 full bathroom. So normally you're going to produce 2 times, so gross 2 times what you would a traditional rental on a short-term rental. So what that means is if you have a traditional rental that's going to gross $1,000, you're going to gross $2,000 in a short-term rental. This is the full list of what you have in a short-term rental. Number 1, for us, we require that our clients carry short-term rental insurance, food, consumables. For us, we provide locally roasted coffee in all of our houses, the consumable supplies, toilet paper, paper towel, those types of things. So we also, in our properties, we provide shampoo, conditioner, and we also do body wash. Also cleaning. If I knew then what I know now, we would have rehabbed it to a higher grade. So is this nice? Yes, it's nice. It's all new cabinetry. But what people want, and if you can afford it, what you want to budget is for as high as upgrades as you can do, especially in the kitchens and in the bathrooms.